going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Jaylen, aka Crystal World, and it's been a while since we last recorded the video for the draft order series or the rebuild draft order series, something like that. But nonetheless, we're on to team number 7, and this is the Detroit Lions. This past weekend there was a trade. Niners moved up to get the 3rd pick in the draft, as well as the Eagles traded with the Miami Dolphins to get the 6th. So Miami Dolphins have made some moves to try to maybe acquire Deshaun Watson, but we'll have to see. Nonetheless, I'm not going to change up the videos that I did before with like the number 3 pick with the Niners and everything. I'll still do the regular order right before that. So, but if you guys feel like I should do it, then just let me know in the comments down below. But nonetheless, we got the Detroit Lions. Right now we're in the off season. Obviously, Super Bowl between the Chiefs Buccaneers. Winner was the Buccaneers. So we have 18 players ready to negotiate with. Matt Stafford's still on this team. I will trade away Matt Stafford after I figure this out, but Kenny Galladay went to the Giants, so this is obviously all before the moves were made, of course. So we're just gonna see who we want to resign. I feel like Jamal Agnew is a good person to resign, as he is a okay, never mind. Mike Ford, he gives us depth on the field, so hopefully this works for him. We got Mike Ford, Geronimo Allison, former Packer. He didn't even play, so I'll just let him rock. Matt Prater, though, good solid kicker. I feel like he should sign with us. He's just not interested. Duron Harmon, free safety. He gives us depth at that position, so he's just not interested. And Marvin Jones Jr., you know, we'll just let him rock. I mean, we don't really have the cap space. I mean, we could try Jarrad Davis, who's supposed to be like a stellar linebacker, but let's see. Nonetheless, okay, we got him back. And then Reggie Ragland, 1.76 cap hit. Won't be too bad. Okay, so we got him back. We just have to make sure we get some depth on the team. He's out. Miles Killebrew used to be a safety, so he's an outside linebacker now, and he's a 63 overall. It's crazy how bad he regressed. But everyone else, though, we're just gonna let him be, and we're still gonna try to trade away Goff for Matt Stafford. So now we're into the first week of the offseason. We're gonna do the trade right now, see if it's gonna go through. Of course, we're gonna see if it even goes straight up. So let's see. Rams for Jared Goff. Okay, so this looks like it would go through. So we'll give them like a 6th round pick of this year for Jared Goff. So now we have Jared Goff as our quarterback. Still crazy that they actually went through with that move, but nonetheless, we were able to make the trade. We have no receivers whatsoever, but we do have Jared Goff, so I guess that's okay. And we have DeAndre Swift and Kerryon Johnson, so those are gonna be our backs that we work with. We have 2 fullbacks for some reason, but we have no receivers. So we're gonna have to sign some receivers, some low overall receivers that could help us, you know. But I feel like I'd rather rebuild through the draft. But honestly, the O-line's not even that bad itself. Let me see if I could try to get Brian Winters here. Actually, no, maybe not Brian Winters. Left end is good. D-tackle isn't too bad, actually. Right end is fine. Left outside linebacker is fine. Middle linebacker is whatever. Right outside, it's whatever still. Safety, we don't have a free safety, so we need a free safety. So Earl Thomas is going to ask for a lot. So maybe we could try to get Demarius Randall. Maybe try to get Demarius Randall for that depth on the team. We have a kicker, punter. So we can try to get one of these receivers. I want to get AB, but AB is going to cost a lot. And T.Y. Hilton is as well. So we're going to have to sign a veteran. Maybe like A.J. Green. Pair up A.J. Green with Jared Goff. Even though realistically, I don't even think that would happen, but and maybe re-sign Danny Amendola to the team, or maybe we could just rebuild during the draft, because I expect this to be a down year. So we just want to make sure that we have players that we work with, you know. So we got Demarius Randall and AJ Green, so that helps out, I guess. So let's import the local file. So we're looking at the 5th-year option for Frank Ragnow, and he's a pretty solid center. I think we're gonna pick up his option, and he's like an 86 right now. So I feel like the Lions have done a solid job of drafting O-linemen, but we're heading into the draft, and we have scouted all these players, and let's start drafting. We have the 7th pick in the draft, of course, and let's pause real quick. Actually, no. We're going to skip to our pick. Devonta Smith was picked on the Eagles, so he's going to help out Jalen Hurts. But this is what we got going on currently. Okay, so we're trying to build up players that we feel like could help out the squad. So what we're gonna do, who the Lions go with, I feel like, because Zach Wilson is still here and Justin Fields still here, but we have Jared Goff, so we're not gonna worry about that. Kyle Pitts is surprisingly still here, and Patrick Surtain is as well. But do the Lions go corner? I mean, they did draft Jeffrey Okudah, and yeah, so I think they're gonna go receiver here. They're gonna go, let's see who's available. Let's go with available receivers. Yeah, they're gonna go Jaylen Waddle, 77 overall. He's ranked number 9 in true value, drafted him at number 7. So we go Jaylen Waddle, who the Lions select. Okay, let's go to the next pick. So now that we're in round 2, we have a couple players here available still. A guard wouldn't be too bad. Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't bad either. Could always go a corner or safety as well. Linebacker wouldn't be too bad. If we go with we don't want to reach though. That's one thing we don't want to do, is reach too high. So I feel like Joseph Asai, speed rusher, good pick, ranked number 41 in true value, drafted him at number 41, so that's perfect. Now we'll go to the next pick. So we have our third pick now in the draft. We're we're probably gonna go D tackle. I don't think a D tackle will hurt. D tackle position never hurts when you draft them. So we're gonna go Jalen Tiedemann. Reached, okay, not too bad. But we're gonna simulate the rest of the draft and see what else we come up with. Okay. All right. So we're gonna advance to the first week of preseason. Our first game is against the Buccaneers. So I'm gonna show you guys what the team looks like first. So this is the offense with Jared Goff leading the helm, DeAndre Swift as our lead back, and then we only have 2 running backs. I did not know that, but this is the offense, and Jaylen Waddle is gonna be getting a lot of attacks given to him, but nonetheless it should be all right. And this is what the defense looks like. Pretty solid. We need Jeff Okudah, who's literally superstar dev. I need him to start. So I'm gonna have to fix him in the depth chart because he's a superstar, and can't just let him sit there. So we're gonna fix that up in the depth chart, and then we're gonna simulate to the end of the season. I'll show you guys what we did. Oh my, oh my goodness! With this team, we made the playoffs. We went 8-8. We're facing the Cowboys in our first game of the playoffs. We're the 3rd seed in our division. The Packers went 11-5, Bears went 11-5, and we went 8-8. So I guess we were the last seed. Our offense was 16th, while our defense, let's take a look. Our defense was 14th. So we had 25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. Kerryon Johnson, wow. Kerryon Johnson had 236 carries for 936 yards and 9 TDs. While DeAndre Swift probably got injured a lot because he had 77 carries for 267 yards and only 3 TDs. Receiving, TJ Hawkinson led the way with 940 yards and 6 touchdowns. And Jaylen Waddle, our rookie, had 3 touchdowns, 832 yards. So kind of the ball was kind of spread around pretty nicely. Let's take a look at the defense. Defense, I don't expect too much. Trey Flowers had 8 sacks. Romeo Okarwa had 5. Jamie Collins had 3.5. So not too bad. Tracy Walker had 4 picks. Reed Blankenship had 2. Justin Coleman had 2. Jeff Okudah had 2. Trufant had 2. Amani Oruwariye, whatever, had 2, and Demarius Randall had 1. So we had a good amount of takeaways on defense. So it's cool that we went 8-8. Let's look at the standings really quick, because I was not expecting us to make the playoffs. As wow, this was a very lackluster year for the NFL. The number 1 seed was the Titans, who went 12-4. Number 2 was the Packers, who went 11-5. Okay, very interesting. So we played the Cowboys first. Let's see if we can get a dub. I mean, I'm not expecting one, but it'll be very interesting. Wow, we beat the Cowboys 27-20. Wow. The Lions, I made the playoffs with the Lions. I didn't do much to the team. We're facing the Packers now, who are 11-5, divisional game. Let's see. Okay, we lost 28-21. Not even mad about that. Not even mad because I didn't expect us to make the playoffs. Let's look at the playoff bracket, see who's left. It's Browns, Patriots in the Conference Championship in the AFC, and then it's Packers, Niners in the NFC Championship. So I'm not even too mad about that. We are an 80 offense and a 77 defense, so that's pretty nice to see. This is just out of curiosity for myself. I just want to see the Packers. So Aaron Rodgers had 35 touchdowns, 8 picks, 111 passer rating. Aaron Jones did all right. Devontae Adams. Oh, so they signed Rashard Higgins, and he helped them out. Crazy. They also signed Jordan Reed and drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown and drafted Matt Boschman. And then defense, Chris Barnes looked pretty solid. They signed Justin Houston. We got 12 sacks for them. That's crazy. Okay, so it's advance the week. We're gonna go on to the Pro Bowl. We're gonna see the Pro Bowl roster, see if who got it. And we also, it says help a player who broke out. Quintez Cephas. Quintez, you didn't make the. This is the Pro Bowl roster. Zach Wilson made the Pro Bowl, and so did Trevor Lawrence and Trey Lance. I forgot about those rookie quarterbacks. See if any of our guys made it. TJ Hawkinson made it. He's an 86 now. Pretty solid. Frank Ragnow made it. Pretty nice to see. Defense, did any of our players make it? No. No one did. But that's fine. Frank Ragnow, pretty solid, pretty stout. And the Super Bowl is Niners, Browns. Let's view the yearly awards. So Ryan Tannehill won MVP. Wait a minute. Where did Trey Lance go to? He went to the Jets and went 10-6. Cam Newton. Okay, Blake Bortles on the Saints. Wow. Okay. Trevor Lawrence on the Jaguars. So where did... Hold on. I want to see Offensive Rookie of the Year. Zach Wilson got drafted to the Bears? Wow. I did not expect that. Jaylen Waddle was 7th in the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Didn't get 1,000 yards. That's probably the reason why he wasn't even up there in the rankings. But let's advance Super Bowl between Niners and Browns. And the Niners won the Super Bowl. Let's look at the 2021 season recap. So, Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Zach Wilson. Defensive Player of the Year went to Fred Warner. Offensive Player of the Year went to Russell Wilson. MVP went to Ryan Tannehill. And Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Chaz Surratt, who I wanted to draft, but it's alright, I guess. It's alright. So, we have a couple players to re-sign here. Romeo Okwara. We still don't really have cap space to re-sign people, but we're going to still try to make some moves. So like Tyler Crosby, he's pretty young right tackle, we get him back. Tracy Walker, young as well, we get him back. Sean Dion Hamilton, I don't think we need to go for you. These rest of these guys here, I'm not too worried about it, but let's see. Tracy Walker re-signed. Deshaun Hand, star D tackle, we're gonna re-sign him. He's pretty solid. And then Danny Shelton, I think we're gonna let him walk though. Kerryon Johnson, he was pretty solid for us when he played. So let's see, we got him back. We also have Romeo Okwara. So would we be able to afford Romeo Okwara? Let's see. We do. And then Jack Fox, I guess, was pretty solid. So I guess we could re-sign him. And then Desmond Trufant, if we don't have enough, so I'm gonna let him walk. I'm gonna let Desmond Trufant walk. So we re-signed the players we needed to re-sign, which I'm okay with. So we have $3 million available in cap. Let's see what players are here that would be a penalty. It would be 0 penalty to get rid of Frank Ragnow, but we're not going to do that. Trey Flowers, we're going to keep him around just because he's a bit of a cap hit. Justin Coleman, we would get $7 million by trading him or releasing him, but I don't think that'd be a smart idea. Jamie Collins, though, I believe is someone we will go to release, as he's a lot of cap, and I feel like we can definitely get way better. We could definitely help ourselves out if we get rid of him. So I think that's what we'll do. Jamie Collins, I passed you, didn't I? Yes, you're right here. So we're going to release Jamie Collins. Solid player, but not the best. So we're releasing him into free agency and get a penalty of $2 million. And that's that. And now we should have some cap now. From $3 million to $13 million. We can't get Jair, of course. Can't get Jair. I would love to get Jair, but that's just out of range. Running back is still Kerryon Johnson and DeAndre Swift are my 1-2 combo. Receiver, Jaylen Waddle is a superstar. Okay, 82 overall. We could sign a receiver like Traquan Smith maybe, or maybe Preston Williams. Maybe Preston Williams could fit the script for my team. Maybe Preston Williams, we give him a deal. Maybe that could work out. Left tackle, we have Taylor Decker. All we really need is a backup, so that's what we're just gonna do. We're just gonna sign a backup. We could also draft backups too. Yeah, we could also draft the backup as well. Right guard, we don't have anyone, so we're gonna see if we could try to get Brian Winters a deal. We get Brian Winters onto the team, that could help us out. Left end, we're good. D tackle, we're good. Tywin has that superstar thing. Okay, that's pretty solid. Osai is gonna be our left outside linebacker of the future. Middle linebacker is alright right now. We're probably gonna have to draft the right outside linebacker in the draft, and then Reed Blankenship. Wow, that dude we drafted looked pretty amazing. So let's see if what other players we could either get rid of, you know, and like move on from, just so other people could get opportunities. Like Demarius Randall, we can't get rid of just yet. AJ Green, I think we'll get rid of AJ Green because he's old. He's getting old. He's 34 now, and he's regressed. So we'll get rid of AJ Green. So we'll take the little bit of penalty, but we just wanted to clear up some space. So let's see. Contract accepted. So we got Preston Williams. Preston Williams is our new receiver. Okay. Let's go to week 3. Let's see if we get anyone else. We got Brian Winters. So now we got a guard. We got that guard position sorted out. And we got to look at 5th-year options. TJ Hawkinson. Oh yeah, we definitely got to pick that up. Yes, we definitely got to pick that up. He just made the Pro Bowl. Why wouldn't we? All right, cool. So we just picked up TJ Hawkinson's contract. And now we're going into next week. I don't think we tried anyone else. So our target for the draft will be a right outside linebacker. This is what the offensive line looks like. We just signed Brian Winters, so we'll be all right at that position. Receivers, not too mad. I very like this. I pretty much like this. This is pretty solid to me, and I'm okay with the offense like this. Defense, we do need some middle linebackers. We do need to shore up on the linebacker side of the field, but I think we'll be able to do that with this upcoming draft. So let's go right into the draft. I put an auto sim. Shout out to someone that commented that in my comments in the YouTube video. I appreciate that. So hopefully that worked out for us, and we could see if we could draft a player. Okay, cool. That's amazing. Like, shout out to you. That helps out a lot. So we have the 25th pick right now. We don't want a corner. A safety wouldn't be too bad. Same thing with a strong safety, but we need a right outside linebacker, but there's no one here. And then middle linebackers, there's no one solid either. D tackle is alright. Right end's alright. Left end's alright. Right tackle's alright. Guard. There's not really much here for us, except that left guard, and there's also that left tackle. We could go with that left guard. Zach Howard, he's a late first rounder. We're going to go with the left guard. Good pick. Ranked number 25 true value. Drafted number 25. So we went with Zach Howard. Not too bad. And then we have, now that we're here, let's go with scouted. Garrett Young, QB. Garrett Young, QB. Maybe this is something the Lions look into, you know, who knows? Because the other players we still have to get after are in the late rounds. So maybe we go with a quarterback to go test Jared Goff's play. Garrett Young is our QB. Let's see. We drafted a quarterback. Maybe it might not be too bad. Maybe it might not be just too bad. Scouted. So it's the 3rd round now. We have a receiver, a tight end, and Kai Richards. D tackle and Brendan Love. I want to go linebacker though. I feel like linebacker would help us out the best here. Dustin Jackson is a mid-3rd round linebacker. He's a speed rusher. Yeah, we're gonna go with the. Ooh, there's a D tackle here, John Walters, sitting pretty nicely there, and Warren Nance. Interesting. But first, all right, if he's still there, we'll pick them up. But right now, I want to see if we can get that right outside linebacker. The best position, the best player available for the right outside linebacker position. We're going to go with Dustin Jackson. Good pick. We'll pick him up. And then let's go to our next user pick. If the D tackle is still there, we're gonna go with it. We'll go with the D tackle if he's still available. We also have the receivers here, but D tackles are always pretty solid. So we'll draft John Walters, good pick. So he'll provide some depth onto the team. And then we'll pick up a receiver. So we have James Cleveland here, mid third rounder, deep threat. Drafted him, not too bad. And then we'll leave the rest to the automatic draft. So we got a left guard. We ended up drafting a quarterback. And then we drafted right outside linebacker and Dustin Jackson, John Walters D tackle, receiver, middle linebacker Cameron Barkley, and cornerback Marlon Charles. So very, very interesting draft, I'd say. I'm going to advance to the next week. I want to give Garrett Young a try at quarterback because Jared Goff isn't really showing too much. So what I'm going to do is move that guy to left guard. He's going to get the start over Jackson. This is the receiver core. And defense. Defense is what the defense looks like for right now. Obviously, the right outside the linebacker positions need assistance, but we're gonna still go through the hardships and see if they could do something with that. But this is what the defense looks like. I'm gonna start Garrett Young. And his back will be Jared Goff, and we're gonna see if he could do something. If it's not good by middle of the season, then we'll change Jared Goff back to being the starter. Okay, so middle of the season, here we are. We are 2-5. We got a frustrated running back. We have a breakout player in Jaylen Tavai, and we're 2-5. Okay, so we gotta see statistically how Garrett Young is doing. Garrett Young has 15 touchdowns, 7 picks, 100 passer rating. Not too bad. I mean, wow, we're not getting any carries, though, offensively. Jaylen Waddle's playing pretty nice. Cephas has 7 touchdowns. And then defense, Justin Coleman has 3 picks. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I'll bench Garrett Young just yet. I mean, he's playing pretty solid. But Jaylen Waddle, though, is an 84 now, which is pretty nice to see. And defensively, I think we're fine defensively, but I don't think we'll make the playoffs. But Coach, you really let me play the mix, and I can't thank you enough. Last season was okay. I'm not gonna really do much on that. 10 players ready to negotiate. One thing I want to do is re-sign Frank Ragnow in a heartbeat. We got to give him a deal. Give him what he wants. Okay, so we got him back. Justin Coleman's pretty solid corner, so I'll leave him alone. Amani Aruwer is pretty solid, so I feel like we'll re-sign him. Jaylen Tavai, I want to re-sign you as well because you're looking like you're playing pretty solid. Brian Winters, we'll see about that. Mike Ford, I want to keep you around. You're a good depth corner. He said the financial side needs some assistance. What? Gerard Davis, I want to keep you around as well. You provide pretty good depth onto the team. So we get him. So cool. So we do that. So we're going to keep Garrett Young being the starter. We're going to send him to the playoffs and see how well we do. Okay, so we didn't make the playoffs. We took a big L to the Cowboys, 35-0. But we finished 6-10. Okay. Defense is a 75 now. Okay. Let's look at the overalls of players real quick. So our guard went down. Garrett Young went to 78. Waddle went to an 86 now. Pretty nice. So Waddle is looking like a pretty good draft. Pretty good player that we drafted. Reed Blankenship is going to be our new starter at safety now. He's looking pretty well. Osai was a pretty good pick as well. So I feel like we're trending in the right direction with this team. I want to see statistically how we did. So, Garrett Young, 4th in passing yards. He had 33 touchdowns, 12 picks, 99.6 passer rating. Way better than Jared Goff in his first year. DeAndre Swift and Kerryon Johnson, splitting carries, but not looking too solid, though. But nonetheless, they're there. We didn't get a 1,000-yard receiver, but Jaylen Waddle had 963 yards and 4 TDs, so not too bad. Defensively, let's see how our players did. A lot of picks for the defenses. But Jalen Twyman had 5 sacks, Osai had 4, Trey Flowers had 4, Jelani Tavai had 3, Kane-Do had 3. So Kane-Do's looking like a pretty good steal. Justin Coleman had 5 picks, Okuda had 2, Blankenship had 2, Orari had 2, and Jelani Tavai had 2. So our offense was 20th, and our defense was, let's see, 24th. So we're our team was pretty much in the middle of the pack. So okay, it's very interesting to see. We got some moves to make, and then I feel like these upcoming moves will make this team even better than it was before. So the Super Bowl is Colts versus Saints. We got a Rookie of the Year with one of your players. Oh yeah, it was definitely our guy. Cam Newton won MVP on the Patriots. Whoa. Let's see. I think they'll show me the aftermath recap. Yeah. So, and MVP went to Cam Newton. Saints won the Super Bowl. Coach Mike McCarthy won Coach of the Year. Aaron Rodgers won Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year went to Chris Barnes. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Garrett Young, RQB. And Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Marquise Stevens. Okay. So we have 11 players ready to negotiate. Justin Coleman, you had a pretty solid year, I'd say, but I'm going to still let you walk. Brian Winters, I'm going to let you walk. Mike Ford, you want a little cheap deal, so I don't think this should hurt too much if I get you. So we got him. Will Harris is a good backup, so we'll just try to re-sign him. He does. Jesse James, we'll let him walk. I want to go for someone else. Kicker Matthew Wright, let's see if you'll accept this deal. He accepted it. Austin Bryant, D-end. I didn't even know he was on the team. And Hunter Bryant, tight end. I mean, he provides depth. Nah, we don't really need him. We don't need him. And this is a fullback, Jason Kabinda. I'll just sign you. Yeah, he's going to sign that, obviously. You're a fullback. You're a utility player, so he'll just make some tackles when need be. So we have some moves to make. We have some players to release. And, yeah, we just go on with that. Jared Goff, there wouldn't be a penalty. We would save $25 million. So what I feel like they would do, what the Lions would do in this situation. It's hard. It's hard to think about this. Feel like first and foremost they would get rid of Demarius Randall. But I also feel like they would just trade away Jared Goff for a pick. I mean, like, I don't see anything wrong with them trading Jared Goff for a pick, like, for like a linebacker or something like that. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. And then John Pensini, we release him, as we already have enough good D tackles here. And we would also release Trey Flowers. Again, save a lot of money in cap. So we do that. We would trade. I feel like they would trade away Jared Goff for a pick. I don't think it would be too bad of an idea for them to do that. We would trade them to like a team that would need a quarterback. It would be the Browns, and we take their first-round pick from them. Trade-off was accepted. So we get rid of Jared Goff, and we send him to the Browns, and we get $25 million plus available in cap. So now we're at $68 million in cap now. So now the Lions are in position to make some power moves to have a good looking team. So we're gonna sign Kyle Allen to be our backup running back. We're not gonna change anything just yet. Maybe sign another back like Rashad Penny to the deal just to back up the squad. Receivers, we have Jaylen Waddle and Preston Williams, which I'm okay with. Tight end, we need a number 2. Nick Bowl is young. He's 30 years old, but he provides that veteran leadership, so he'd be pretty solid at that position. Left tackle, we're good. We're just going to sign a backup like Justin School. It'll be a $5 million penalty for a backup. Whoa. Trey Pipkins, though. Let's see. Yeah, that's way better. Like, that was way too much in cap. But left guard is good. Center, it's good. We just need a backup. So we signed someone like Nick Gates to a backup deal. Wouldn't be too bad at all. Right guard. We don't have a right guard. We're still lacking at that position. Right tackle is fine. So we need a right guard. Let's just go with signing a veteran and Kevin Zeitler. And hopefully that works out for us. Left end, we have Romeo Okarwa. And the other guy, D tackle, is pretty solid. Right end, we have Julian Okarwa. I feel like the Lions go big. Do the Lions go big and draft someone, or do they just keep the same player, or or sign someone in free agency? I meant to say. We don't know. But right outside linebacker, I feel like it's hard to draft the linebacker, so we're just gonna sign someone like Jaylen Ferguson to be onto the team, and then we just sign a backup and trade Boston to back up Reed Blankenship, which is not a bad move at all. And then for that DN position, we're gonna go all out for Trey Hendrickson. See if we can get him and see if he'll be a plus to the team. But I feel like that's something the Lions would do, really splurge. So we get Louisville, we get Boston, we get Rashad Penny, we get Nick Gates, we get Nick Boyle, we get the backup, we get the quarterback, we get the right guard, the right outside linebacker, and the right end. So we got every position. And so now we're going to send to next week. So we got every position needed. So what we're going to try to go for now is to draft another guard, hopefully. Maybe draft a receiver as well, because we always need a receiver. And we need some linebackers. So nonetheless, we still have plenty of moves that we have to make. But those are going to be all of our free agency signings. And we're going to go into the draft and see if we can get anyone. Let's start drafting. We have the 8th pick in the draft. Eagles have the 1st. Eagles pick quarterback Ashton Wall. So Jalen Hurts was not the answer for them. But we're up. We have the 8th pick in the draft. Not getting a quarterback. We could get a right outside linebacker though, but we already signed someone. But let's go by scouted. Let's go by scouted, right? Because we have a pretty high pick. I want a guard. Ooh, Nick Dunn. Nick Dunn. Let's see. Nick Dunn. He's a mid-first rounder. I'm gonna reach for him. He's ranked number 10 in true value. Drafting him number 8. That's fine with me. I wanted that, so we get our guard, Nick Dunn, and then he'll be backing up Kevin Zeitler, and he'll just be watching from there. So another position, cornerback, very, very interesting. What we could do here, a right outside linebacker that's still available is Mark Arnold, and we can always go with a corner right outside linebacker. So we drafted him, got that position. Now it's on to round 2. We're going to see what's available for us. Round 2, we have a left outside linebacker in Dorian Tolliver, who's a run stopper. Are we going to draft because we need to, or are we just going to draft for, Matt Johnson. Hold on. 72 overall, he would look pretty fast. Like, we always need a lot of threats. There's no problem with having lots of threats onto the team. Let's see. Scouted. Will Yarborough. Like, come on. He's sitting there ready for us. Like, Will Yarborough. Come on. Another position that the Lions could go for, because there's Tracy Walker is like about to be in his 30s. So that's another good one right there. We also have some corners available. Some DNs as well. I want a middle linebacker, because it's so hard for us to get a middle linebacker now. But nonetheless, I see a DN here in Kyrie Dixon. We have enough DNs though. So we're going to go with cornerback Travis Randolph, just to provide some depth onto the team. And then hopefully if that middle linebacker is still available, we'll draft him, and then we'll sim the rest of the draft and then see how we do during the season. So let's see. Middle linebacker, are you available? No, he's not. There's only 6 rounds. Okay, so we're just going to leave that alone then. So we're going to sim to the end of the draft. Okay, so draft recap. Let's see. Okay, these are all the players we drafted. We ended up getting a D tackle, a running back, and another cornerback, and Steve Fox. So, with that being said, let's take a look at the damn 75 defense. Holy crap. Damn, I was not expecting that. Why is our defense so low? Our offense is pretty nice, I'd say. Our offense is pretty nice. It's because we have a bunch of 75s over there. Yeah, that makes sense. It's because of the front 7, the linebackers. But I'm expecting us to be pretty solid. So, without further ado, we're going to sit into the playoffs, and the Lions should be in better standing. Let's take a look. Oh, damn, we didn't make it again. We ended up going 7-9, which was better than last season. Damn, that's unfortunate. Alright. We didn't make the playoffs, but our offense was 19th. Garrett Young was 6th in passing TDs. And our defense was 25th. So our defense still needs some upgrades. Wow. 34 touchdowns, 5 picks for Garrett Young. Kerryon Johnson had 806 yards and 7 TDs. Jaylen Waddle finally touched 1,000 yards, which is pretty nice to see. And he also had 5 TDs. Pretty good. Defensively, Jelani Tavai has been upgrading. Joshua Kando has 6.5 sacks. Bro, he's 6'7". God damn. And Trey Boston had 3 picks, and everyone else had 1 apiece. So it's the defense that really needs some assistance. But nonetheless, you know, I'm down to try one more season. Vikings, who would have ever thought? Chargers, Vikings. Justin Herbert finally led these dudes to the playoffs, and they won the Super Bowl. Let's look at the 2023 season recap. Justin Herbert won MVP and the Super Bowl. Wow. That's crazy. Sean McDermott won Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year went to Zeke. Defensive Player of the Year went to Devin White. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Bryson Locklear, quarterback for the Falcons. And Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Jimmy Espinoza for the Niners, who was a strong safety. So we have 16 players ready to negotiate. We're going to try with, what's his name, TJ Hawkinson. We have a lot of cap room, so we got to make sure we definitely re-sign TJ. Give him exactly what he wants so he gets that. Jack Fox, pretty solid punter. Nonetheless, he's back. Jeff Okudah, 81 overall. Pretty solid corner. We're going to re-sign him. DeAndre Swift. He hasn't done much, but we're going to re-sign DeAndre Swift. And then Deshaun Hand, I'm gonna keep you because you're pretty solid nonetheless. He would like to play for a new team next year. We're gonna let Kevin Zeeler walk like we talked about. Tyrell Crosby, we're gonna keep you. You're a pretty solid right tackle. Trey Boston, you were pretty solid for us, so you could be a good backup for us. Hopefully, if you sign this. But he wants to test our free agency. Quintez Cephas, you were pretty solid for us as well. Always was consistent, so we're gonna re-sign you. Jonah Jackson, 27-year-old left guard. We'll sign Logan Stenberg to be our backup, and then we're going to keep that rookie we drafted. Josh Wheaton, we're going to let you walk. Jason Cabinda, we're going to let you walk. Kicker, Matthew Wright. We're going to re-sign you, of course. Cade Johnson, wide receiver. We're going to re-sign you just to have depth. Julian Okarwa. I don't know if I have any other right ends, but we do have Trey Hendrickson, so... $3 million cap hit. We'll keep you around. But those are the players we're letting walk. We could use the franchise tag. Franchise tag on Deshaun Hand would be $20 million. I don't think he's worth $20 million, so we'll advance to next week. So now we have an 85 offense and a 77 defense now. We have the guard positions looking pretty solid. We have the tackles. We have the center. Tight end is fine. We just need to sign one more. Jaylen Waddle is a 90 overall now. Jaylen Waddle is a 90. Linebackers, pretty interesting, I'd say. D-line, pretty solid as well. We just need to sign a corner. Honestly, I'm not even too worried about the draft. We got $39 million available in cap room, so we could just sign a corner to help out with the team. Let's see. Trey Herndon. Trey Herndon could provide some depth. Not too bad, right? Free safety, we just get a backup in Logan Ryan, not too bad. We're just going to recuperate everything we lost with the free safeties. Cornerback, it's cool. Middle linebacker, we could sign Josie Jewell, and then he'll help us out there. That's cool with me. Left outside linebacker is Osai still. Right end is good. D tackle is solid. Left end is solid. Right tackle is good. Right guard, just need a backup. So Wes Schweister. Sign you back to the team. Sign you to the team is what I meant to say. Tight end. We just need a third tight end. I feel like that'll be pretty solid. So we're going to sign Trey Berry. I don't know who this is, but he's a 6'7" tight end. So I think he'll be all right. Fullback, we don't really need one. And then quarterback, we still have Garrett Young. And Jalen Hurts is a free agent. Wow, so he didn't do too well. Very interesting. So if we sign all these guys, we're going to skip past everything and see how well we do. So far, we signed some good amount of players. Let's see. We got Trey Berry. Okay. And then we're going to sim to next season. So let's see how we do. Okay. So I don't know who we drafted, but nonetheless, we have Garrett Young still. We probably drafted a running back. We drafted a receiver in Tremaine Norman. Okay. And we also drafted a tight end. That's all I see. So nonetheless, this should be the year we're solid. So we're gonna sim to the playoffs and see if. And wow, we didn't make the playoffs again. We went 5-11 this season. Offense was 28th. Defense was 25th. And Garrett Young had a down year, of course. 25 touchdowns, 14 picks. No one had over 1,000 yards. Jaylen Waddle did pretty nice. Defense, Jelani Tavai led the team in tackles. Sacks, Jalen Tyman had 8.5. Damn, yo. It's harder than I thought for this team to make the playoffs. We made the playoffs after the first year moving on, yo. That's crazy. We're an 87 offense, 79 defense. But I guess a little tweaks here and there. The Lions could be a problem as Jaylen Waddle's in 92. So hopefully the Lions move to getting Jaylen Waddle. But nonetheless, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below when you want to see the next video. Just let me know. And I hopefully you guys have a blessed day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you got to be a fiend to succeed. Peace.